Jonathan and I grew up together. I guess you could say we were best friends. But what kind of friend stands by and lets the other one die? I could have saved a life that day, but I chose to look the other way.
I didn't know Alvin very well. He seemed kind of like a rough character to me, like someone whose bad side you did not want to be on. But there was no reason to let him die. I could have saved a life that day, but I chose to look the other way.
I was Jeff's supervisor, but I was also his friend. On the day Jeff died, I failed at both and did nothing to save him.
Look out!
I could have saved a life that day, but I chose to look the other way.
Jonathan and I played high school football together. He was the star quarterback and I was a second-string defensive lineman, but somehow we were still best friends. We got hired at the mill at the same time 25 years ago next week. We enjoyed giving each other a hard time at work.
You gotta take it slow and keep a steady hand, and don't stop suddenly or this thing will swing.
Hey, Jonathan, you better pick up the pace, man. I think I see moss growing on your back.
Steve, you can't rush perfection, and I take pride in my work. You should try it too. So like I said...
Jonathan was still the star, but now it was at work instead of football. He knew how to do every job at the mill. He was always being asked for help or for advice about some complex equipment or how to improve a work procedure. He was the go-to guy to get things done.
Jeez, buddy, you don't know how much of a
How you doing?
we are to see you.
Quick question.
You're a godsend. We need to find out something about this equipment. You're the only guy I know who can handle this, man.
All right, well, you know that some of the maintenance on this machine requires...
One day I was walking past the winder area and I noticed Jonathan up on the winder with the guard off. Some of the new guys were around too, so I figured he was teaching them the service procedure, just like he had taught me earlier.
So some of the maintenance on this machine requires you to check the roller tension. If you don't check the tension, it won't grab the stock right and it won't roll properly, and that's unsafe.
Except this time I could see that the power feeding the winder intake had not been turned off or locked out. That should have been done first, before the guard was even removed. I thought about saying something about it, but who was I to correct him in front of all the new guys he was training? Besides, maybe I was wrong. Maybe he had found a different way to make the winder safe for service. So I shook it off and went on my way. That's when I heard the winder start up.